Name fractures of upper limb. In part 2 we are looking at the Ronaldo fracture. In case of the Ronaldo fracture, there is an intra-articular, articular, comminuted fracture, and this is of the first metacarpal, and this is with the T or the Y configuration. So it's easier to remember. Ronaldo is considered as number one footballer, so it's 1, and this is a metacarpal. Next, looking at Smith fracture. Smith fracture is nothing but a reverse Colles fracture. And this is nothing but extra-articular fracture of the distal 1/3 of the radius. Smith fracture is distal 1/3 of the radius, and this is with the palmar as well as the ventral displacement. Next, looking at the Chaffers fracture. Chaffers fracture are also known as the Hutchinson fracture. So this is nothing but the fracture of the radial styloid. Next, we are looking at the Essex-Lopresti lesion. Now, in case of the Essex-Lopresti, it's the fracture of the radial head. So it's the radial head fracture. Radial head is involved, and there's a disruption of the interosseous membrane. Interosseous membrane is affected, and there is distal and as well the disruption of the distal radioulnar joint ligaments. Next, looking at the nightstick fracture. In terms of the nightstick fracture, there is it's an isolated fracture of the radius of the ulnar bone.